Hello again, problem solvers. Like I said in the other video, everything for the semester is already available in Blackboard. If you wanted to just crank through and get everything done for the semester right now, you can. However, the take-home might require some facts from the problems you haven't done yet. So let me tell you about the take-home, and then I'll tell you about the final. So we had the group exam before break. I have not graded those yet, but because of my promise no one would get below a C, I knew I wouldn't have to put in midterm reports, so I've kind of had it on the back burner, but I will get that done this week, as well as PowerPoint videos for next week's lessons. The other thing to note is that unlike that exam, the next exam is meant to be a take-home, so you just have a week to do it. I'm really giving you several weeks because I already posted it. And then there's a due date, which is after all the other lessons are through. It's a week after the last lesson's due, because we have several lessons that we're not doing, so you've got kind of some free time at the end of the semester to do that. And the directions are on there. It's basically the same idea. It's more problems than you could possibly do. I think there's 12. I'm still looking for about a 6 out of 10. It's individual, so no resources from the internet. You can look at all your old notes and whatnot from the class, anything on Blackboard. You can ask me. You cannot ask your classmates. Whereas I encourage you to ask your classmates about everything else, but this particular exam is alone. I need to figure out what you've learned. So kind of hunt for the problems you can do. Don't spend forever chewing on just a few problems. And do not wait to the last minute, right? It's a long test, and you trying to find the right problems so that you can get a good score might take a few minutes. So you should at least maybe look at it now. Like, for example, if you are good with your sets homework, there's a problem on sets. You could already try that one. And it's pretty obvious which problem it is. So that's the take-home, and then you'll submit that through Blackboard, and I will grade that. Your other homework will still be graded by the graders when you submit it on Blackboard. So your other homework, I'm getting off topic here. Your other homework submitted through Blackboard, the other graders will still grade that. Now your final is a bit different. Your final is actually supposed to put you back in your groups. And normally you're supposed to do 3 or 4 problems from math journals and submit them to the journals, and then if you're right, you get to have your name in the journal, which is a pretty cool project. And normally during finals exam time, we would present the solutions to the class. We're not able to do any of that, so I've reduced it down to just one problem, and I've written that you do it in your groups. If you want to do it individually, that's fine, but it would really help since you're just doing one if you had your group to help you out. So I would encourage you to find some way to meet with your group. Not only then, but also if you guys want to work on individual homework together, as long as you do your own write-up, you are free to work with whoever. So you can do that through Discord. You can DM each other on there. You can use GroupMe. You can exchange phone numbers, do a Google Hangout. I am fine with whatever means you guys need to help each other out. And you can ask in the general Discord. You don't have to DM me if you have a question on anything. Whether it be the final project or homework. Individual, yes, the individual midterm, but anything else, feel free to ask in the chat or privately or email. There's a lot of different ways you can communicate with each other. So I'm hoping that you guys are able to still work in groups for that final project. I'm just asking to get one problem. I already posted a bunch of journal problems on there. Make sure you're not doing the ones that already have solutions, that you're doing one of the new ones. And keep in mind the due dates. It's due by May 15th for me and for them, or I think the 19th. They have later dates of like July. Obviously, the semester's over. Just make sure you get it done by my due date of the 19th of May. And that'll count for your final. There's one last thing I meant to say here. I will add a couple more journals. I'm hoping that have a few easier problems. A lot of the problems are outside your ability at this point, but a lot of them are not. So if you need help hunting for problems for your final, and which ones I think look appropriate, just let me know and I can help you out with that. All right, that is enough about your midterm and final.